G'day guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com, and it's the end of winter here. It hasn't been a real cold winter, so I'm not expecting these bees to be in too bad a condition, but it's time to check on them and see how they're going. Now I'll give them a bit of smoke first. When I left these bees at the beginning of winter, they had about I think 3 frames full of honey, and they had 1 frame of brood. So we'll see how they're going now. Just pry the top off. It's not that badly propelised down actually, which sort of surprises me. Let's see how they've gone. I don't think they've done a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of bees in here, which is a bit of a worry. It's a bit of a concern. I've used all that up. All this has been used up as well. So they've been using a fair bit actually. They've bunched that up a bit too. So they could probably use some frames with new foundation in them, I reckon, just to help them along to build good honeycomb. Okay, this frame feels a bit heavier. No, it doesn't. Okay, they've emptied all that as well. So they've used up a lot of resources over winter. Now this is where I'm probably expecting to see some brood, I hope. Okay, so what have we got here? Got a bit of pollen, no brood or anything here. No queen there. Back in there. Okay, what's in this one? To break this apart. Oh yeah, well these guys haven't done too well at all. Don't know if they've got a queen with them. I haven't. Oh yeah, there's queens there. They've got a few cat brood, and she's looking for cells to lay in. So yeah, it's a bit of a concern. Well, bit of a concern. So there's a few brood there, but they have not done too well at all over the winter. She's just laying an egg now. I won't bring it over there because I don't want to drop her. Yeah, that's a bit of a worry. Anyway, I will put them back in, make sure I don't squash her. And let's have a look at this frame and see what's in this frame. So that's empty as well. So they have used up all their resources and they have nothing left. That's all gone as well. So that's a concern, but we will shut them up so they don't get cold, and we'll move on to the other Langstroth hive. Okay, so this is the Langstroth hive. These guys were left with brood and honey in the bottom, and in the honey super that's in the brood nest in the honey super, they had 5 full frames of honey, and they had 3 frames of just empty frames with no foundation, which I'm hoping they'll draw out and make into honeycomb that I can cut up and sell as honeycomb. So we'll give them a bit of smoke in the front. Alright, we'll see how much they put the lid down. Again, that lid's not very heavily propellised down either, which isn't a good sign. Okay, let's have a look here. Well, they haven't drawn out the combs that had no honeycomb on them or no foundation with this one, and this one. They don't look drawn out. And this is one of the frames, obviously, that was full of honey. So let's have a look at that. So it looks, so they've still got some honey available to them. So they're doing pretty well, comparatively. So that's one frame. I might just leave this out to make some room for myself. Right, I've still got some honey left there as well. And this next frame actually looks fairly full. I'll just give them a bit of... Okay, so we'll have a look at this one. And then I think yeah, so they've got a heap of honey in there. And I can see the very end frame here, I can see the front of it looks quite full. So these guys have got a fair bit of reserves left, so they should be doing all right, I hope. Anyway, we'll put this back in. We'll put this frame back in. Now, just... some room. Alright, so I'll put this back in. If it'll go back in. Move these up a bit more. Oh yeah, that should give me room now. That's better. Okay. So, we will take this box here off the top of the queen excluder. And we'll see how they're going here. They're on top of there. Now I'll take the queen excluder off. Now I don't want to be, like, it's not a terribly cold day here, but it's not super warm. Just make sure she's not on here. No. Okay, we'll give them a bit of, give them a little bit of smoke in the front. And we'll see how they're going. Just break the frames apart a bit. And with this first one. Now, I do expect there to be brood in this first one here, because it's on the sunny side of the hive, so it's going to tend to be reasonably warm. And yeah, we've got brood here. Here's the queen on here. Can't see her there. What about on the other side? Lots of baby bees, lots of grubs, whole lot of nectar in there as well, so they've been bringing in nectar, which is good. But I can't see her, which is good. So I can leave that out a bit just to give me some room. So we've got brood here as well. There's a queen on here. Lots of grubs, a few eggs in there as well, so that's good. That means she's been here for at least in the last few days. Oh yeah, I can't see her there either. And they've got, looks like new nectar and capped honey on here as well. Oh, she's not on there, is that her? No. And yeah, she's not there either. Okay, so we might just have a look at one more, just to see if we can find her. Not that that's necessary, I'm happy that she's in there and healthy, because like I said, there were eggs in that frame that I just put back in. So we'll look at one more frame and see what that's like. So you've got small grubs, bigger grubs, cat brood. Can't see any actual eggs, but there's grubs of all different sizes. Sometimes the eggs are a bit hard to see. Can't see her. Can't see her, but we'll put this one back in. I'm happy she's still in there and happy, because there's young eggs in there. So put that in, squeeze that up, push that one up. And we'll put this one back in. Now I saw one hive beetle in there. I'm not too worried about seeing one hive beetle. Didn't see any in the top super, but that's all good. So I'll just push them up a bit. Rightio, we'll put the queen excluder back on. Put the honey super back on. Make sure it's all on straight. Oops. And we'll put the lid back on as well. So these guys are doing all right. Like I said, they've still got plenty of honey there. That's just caught on. Alright, so that's it. Yeah, these guys are going alright. The other one, we'll have to see. Actually, that's what I was going to do. I was going to take a frame out, wasn't I? I might do that in a couple of days. I'll let these guys settle down. In a couple of days, I'll grab a frame out, one of the empty frames out of there. I'll grab one of the frames of honey here, I'll swap them over, and that'll give those guys something to do, something to work off of. But I won't do it now that I've upset these guys today. I'll give it a couple of days and then I'll open them up again and hopefully give those other bees something to work with. Until now, I just close these guys up. So that sees them nicely closed up, and I'll just level them up a bit. Alright, so that's it for now. Yeah, these guys are doing pretty well. The other one, not so well. So hopefully What's that coming out here? Just moisture, I think, under the condensation under the roof. Yeah, so hopefully if I get a frame of capped honey out of here, stick it in there, give those guys something to work with while they're still bringing nectar in, and hopefully that'll see them doing pretty well. Anyway, I'll let these guys settle down, and yeah, we'll do that in a couple of days. Okay, that's it for now, and until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.